Obviously, if we can write better, we're able to communicate better. And seeing as how all of us are enrolled in an online program, that's pretty much the only way that we do communicate is through the written form. So naturally, being a better writer is going to make us a better communicator in this program. Obviously, in the professional world, you're going to need to be able to communicate with people that are across the country or on the other side of the world even. You're not going to be able to talk to them all the time. You're not going to be able to have a meeting with them. So the skills that you learn here are going to make it easier for you to communicate with those people. You're going to be more effective and you're going to be more successful whenever you need to communicate with somebody that's not in your immediate area. And obviously the things that we've learned in this class will facilitate. One of the things that I could see from my peer reviews and even some of the things said by my instructor are that I need to be a little bit more thought-provoking in the length of my sentences. I need to have a little bit more content whenever I'm trying to talk to people. I need to have something that makes myself a little bit more persuasive whenever I'm writing something or trying to get an idea across, and I think I'll take that to heart and really put it towards my projects in the future. One thing that I kind of pride myself on is using thought-provoking vocabulary. I like to not just use mundane words whenever I'm writing something. I like to try to use vocabulary that you don't hear that often that maybe entices the reader to pay a little bit closer attention, or maybe go, well, why did he use that word instead of this word that we always use? I've always tried to do that with my writing, and it's one of the more enjoyable aspects of writing is trying to make something more interesting a lot of times than it actually is. So looking back over this month, I can see that one of the things that I need to work on is just adding content to my writing. If it's a subject that I'm passionate about, or if it's a subject that I'm knowledgeable about, I find it easier to, write a page or 2 pages full of material. But if it's something that I'm not as knowledgeable about, or something that I don't put that much thought into, I can sometimes stumble over my own words and have a hard time finding material and finding that vocabulary that I want to use to get my message across. So that's one thing that I need to work on, is not just focusing on things that I like or things that I'm passionate about, but oftentimes the mundane things like financials or a new focus group or things like that. I need to be able to communicate well with those ideas, not just things pertaining to music and music production. I've had a great time in this class this month. I've had a great time talking with some of the other students in our peer reviews, and of course I've had a great time learning from you, Professor, and thank you for the opportunity to be in your class, and I hope I see you in the future. The weeping angels were the scariest.